These are the three main ones. These are typically everything. There's so many other folks, but it typically falls under these three key components. These three components. Now, let's start with shares. Do we have anyone in the room here that does some sort of share trading? On average, for those of you that do shares, on average, what would you say is the average return on average is the return, the annual return on shares? 15 to 18%. 15-18%? Mr. Min, how many percent would you say?
On average,
On average?
no matter the times,
Matter? On average?
10%.
10%?
I would say around 13.
13%. So around the 10 to 15% on average. So let's be conservative.
Oh,
Let's
your
say,
shares.
sorry, let's say 10 to 15%. Let's call it that. Okay. Now let's look at real estate. On real estate, on average, what would you say on how high does it go up on average? Let's base this on in Australia. We're not looking on a global level. On average. 30? Oh God, that would be so good. I think everyone should just forget about everything and just go on real estate. Goes up by 30%, you get the depreciation. That's really good. No, I wish it was because I'll be a very, very rich man. 3%. Anyone else? Any other idea in terms on average?
I reckon around 6-7%.
6-7%. Do anyone else want to give it another one more from someone on average? On average in Australia, it's around 5 to 10% real estate. 5 to 10% on average. During COVID, we saw some properties go up way more than 10% in some certain areas. But on average, real estate is that much on average. Do anyone own a business here or run a business? Perfect. For the business owners, how long have you been running your business for?
6 years.
6 years. And you?
10 years.
10 years? Okay. Now let's go 4 years ago. 4 years, within the space of 3 to 4 years, what would you say? So 4 years ago, how much did your business grow to in that 12 months? Would you say 5%, 2%? What would you say 4 years ago?
I would say business, depending on how much work you put in, you could grow at 15%.
Yes. So what I'm talking about 4 years ago, what percentage did you say? Would you say it grew? On average, it doesn't have to be exact. On average, how much did it grow if you could remember based on your balance sheet?
That's why I come up with 15. That's why I said
15. Then the year after.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about over the 4 years.
No, not over the 4 years. 4 years ago, so you're going past the 5 years. So year 5, then the year 4 to year 5. What did it grow by?
Year 2 to year 3.
Yeah, year 2 to year 3. What did it grow by? What percentage? Very little. Then the following year, it grew up again.
Yeah.
Then the following year, it grew up again. So let's talk about last financial year. What did your business grow by over that 12-month period, the last financial year? What would you say?
I would say
10%? 10%? Let's take the same concept. What did your business grow on average the last 12 months?
When I left the workshop with Colin, I felt very empowered. I understand more about generational health and how important it is. And also to see things in the big picture, not just now-minded. So that was amazing.
And what was your biggest takeaway from the event?
It's when it shows that there is two sides of the coin. So we can either say something positive and see the world in a positive way, or we can either see it in a more sinister and negative way. So that was very powerful for me. I think I will keep that.
Awesome. And what would you say to anyone who would be thinking to come to the next one?
You should definitely come because you will live with a lot of good ideas. You will feel empowered, hopefully, and then you will like to know more and maybe have Colin as your coach or your mentor. So definitely.
And would you like to say your name and what you do?
Yes, my name is Dr. Valérie Johnston-Dugamin, and I work helping people with stress and tension in the body as an osteopath.
10%? Do you think your business will grow again in the next 12 months?
Yes.
And roughly, if you were to take a guess, do you think it's going to be another 10 or 15 or 20%?
Maybe another 10.
Maybe another 10. And you've been running for the past 10 years. So let's see if we were to even say on average that over the 10 years, because business start getting better the longer you're in it, right? So even if we were to take a 5% growth, whatever, that means your business may have gone up by 50% over time, right? And the longer you keep going, it just keeps going because you keep getting better, your clientele, and it just, in the last 5 years combined, your business may have gone up by on each year by 5-10%. Then after 6-7 years, all of a sudden, all those growths you had in the last 10 years, you could get it in 1 year based on your clientele, your level of exposure, and things like that. So what that tells me is, in the world of business, there's a higher rate of return compared to any of all this. Would we all agree? So if we're to go based on the room alone, if we're to say business is going by 20% on average, let's just say on average, would we all agree on that?
Yeah.
On average. This is just year on, just based on what we've got here in the room. Now let's talk about this. How can we make money in real estate? How many ways can we make money in real estate? How many ways can we make money in real estate?
What do you mean ways? Like
How many ways?
return comes back?
You've got these assets. How can you make money in real estate?
Renting?
Rents, yes, rents,
Value appreciation.
and appreciation. But how do you get that money? You sell the property, then you get through rent times equity. Equity, sell, whatever, right? Shares. How do you? So we would all agree there's 2 ways you can make money in real estate, right? Is there any other way you can make money in real estate? If not through rents and appreciating value, and you sell it and you make that money, yeah, growth, whatever, right? So what about shares? What are how many ways can you make money in shares? Sell it, yes, sell it.
Keep
Dividends, yes. Any other way? You got dividends? Guys online, you can participate as well. Sell. Any other ways?
If you're really risk taking, maybe options or something.
Well, you're not making, options not really making money. Well, you still dividends, it's going to pay you the dividends based on the option, whatever. There's only 2 ways. For those of you that have...
Same as real estate.
Same as real estate. So, for those of you that have businesses, how many ways can you make money?
1. Work hard.
Wait, what do you mean by how many ways?
How many ways can you make money in your business? For example,
It depends on how
you can create a product. You can
Yeah.
create a product.
Create, not just a product, but also some courses.
You can create courses. Yes.
Well, you can sell part of your business.
Yes.
Invest with other people.
Yes.
And what else?
There are so many ways you can make money from business. You can license your business. You can create more products. You can have affiliation. You can have referral partnership. You can get consultants to do part of, like, so many ways. On average, there is around 10 to 15 other ways you can make money in business. That's why it is way much greater in terms of return. But there's one other way we can invest that we haven't covered yet. I hope that you guys online can see this. I hope you can. If you can, please do let me know. Which other way can we invest that hasn't been written here? Can someone tell me? I'll write it down.
If I know you do, is it education?
Education,
Learning.
learning. Yes, you can invest in learning, but that's in you. In you. In you. You. Me.